Welcome to Inside the Ivy. It's Kyle Babcock on the phone. Here's a guy that's a friend of ours, a pitcher, and he is a great pitcher in the Chicago Cubs organization. Riley Thompson, thank you so much for taking your time to talk to us on Inside the Ivy. Riley, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Really good. Riley, let's talk a little bit here. We're on Sports Report Radio. Let's face it, all sports have shut down. How crazy is this in America? It's never happened. You were out in Mesa at spring training. We were supposed to be there this week. What happened out there when they made the announcement that spring training was canceled? What was that like for you and all the players around you?
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Obviously, we're going through camp like normal. And then, everything started happening in the news. Everything started unfolding with the NBA and everything. So we kind of had a general idea like, oh, shoot, something might happen. And it was really quick and really bizarre. We ended up having an off day for a deep cleaning of the facility. So we figured like something was going to happen, but we weren't really sure. Everybody was on an off day, kind of speculating what was going to happen. And then literally all of a sudden we got an email saying we were going home. So it was kind of, it was crazy. It was kind of spur of the moment. I don't think anybody I didn't expect to go home. I thought we were for sure going to stay. But it's absolutely crazy. This is unprecedented.
Riley, let's talk a little bit about you. You're a Louisville guy, born in Indiana, grew up in Louisville area, drafted by the Cubs in 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
I looked at some of your stats. Here's what's pretty impressive I didn't realize about you. 2015, 37th round, drafted by the Reds.
Yeah.
Must have been in high school. 2017, 25th round by the Yankees. Then the following year, 2018, 11th round with the Cubs. It sounds like you've been preparing for professional baseball for a while, or you've been a kind of a guy on the radar out there that the scouts have kind of picked up with being drafted. Is that kind of a unique experience to be drafted by that many teams and to be going through that for you?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Scouts used to joke with me about it, like, when it was coming around to the third time, when I ended up getting picked by the Cubs, it was like, man, third time we're having the scout meetings and stuff, you're meeting with the scouts and everything. But it was a unique experience. I'm very fortunate, and I love the game of baseball, so this is something I've always wanted to do since I was a little kid. So, I've been very fortunate to be drafted 3 times, and luckily I'm with the Cubs, so it all works out.
You're with an iconic franchise with the Cubs. You came in. What's it like for you, Riley, to be in the Cubs organization, to put on that Cubs uniform in the minor leagues, and how special is that for you?
Yeah, it's very special, actually. I grew up a Cubs fan. My aunt and uncle used to live in Wrigleyville, so my first jersey was a Sammy Sosa jersey, actually. So I grew up a Cubs fan. My dad's a Cardinals fan. And it was just pretty surreal, like, when I got picked by the Cubs, I was like, wow, like, my childhood favorite team just drafted me. So, every day I go play, I always feel really blessed to get on the, put on the jersey. It's very cool.
I remember last year, Media Day with South Bend Cubs, meeting you on that opening day. What's it like for you? You started in Eugene, didn't you? With right out of college? When you got drafted?
Yes.
And then you were there, half a season right after college? Is that what it was?
Yeah, half a season right after the draft.
And then you went to South Bend last year, and you're in South Bend all year, correct, with South Bend Cubs?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Are you kind of the good luck charm? Because something happened in Eugene in 2018, didn't it? What happened in Eugene in 18?
Well, we were the bad news M's. I think we might have had one of the worst records leading into the playoffs. We had a playoff race. I think it was, I can't remember who it was with, but we were in a playoff race and ended up getting into the playoffs, and then we swept and won the championship. So it was pretty cool. One on a walk-off balk. It was just a crazy year with the Emeralds. It was a lot of fun, a lot of good memories.
And then let's jump ahead. All right, as I call it, the good luck charm. Here's the guy in South Bend, Midwest League. let's talk a little bit about the Midwest League Championship.
Yeah, I mean, we ended up, a lot of those guys who were on South Bend were on Eugene. So it was pretty cool. I mean, we literally did the same thing again, swept the postseason and got to win a championship, got to pitch in that final game. It was awesome. I mean, 2 seasons, 2 rings. I mean, I don't know. I can't ask for more. And in the fashion that we did it, getting to sweep both times, I mean, that's pretty cool. I don't think a lot of people can get to say that. So, it's pretty cool.
Riley, you're kind of a strikeout guy, aren't you? I mean, you've had some strikeouts. I mean, you've had some Ks. I mean, is that your favorite thing? To strike them out? I mean, do you like to get them out in the flies? I mean, what is important to you pitching? I mean, is it more fun being, mowing them down with Ks or seeing the guys get a great infield play and throw them out at first? What's your favorite?
I mean, that's hard. I mean, I think any pitcher would probably say, it's always fun to go up there and absolutely dominate and strike everybody out. But it's also pretty cool, you're battling up there and, guy hits one of the hole and you got Andy Weber at shortstop, makes a great play for you. That's always cool. So, it's hard to say, but I mean, I think every pitcher would say striking everybody out would probably be probably a top thing to do as a pitcher.
Riley, you made the Midwest League All-Star team, correct, this past year?
Yes. Yeah, I did.
And that was in South Bend. Quite an honor for you to be there with your peers in the Midwest League. I mean, what was that like to be around a lot of these guys that you're going to see once you make it to the major leagues?
Yeah, it was really cool. I mean, it's always an honor to get to play, in the All-Star game. So, and it was my first one in pro ball, so it was pretty cool. Getting to play against a lot of good players. Seeing everybody in the locker room, seeing everybody play. All the festivals and home run derby and all the stuff that went along with the All-Star weekend. It was pretty cool. My family got to be up there, so it was a lot of fun.
Riley, I mean, you're a pitcher in professional baseball. Okay, let's say you weren't a pitcher in professional baseball. What would Riley Thompson be doing in life?
Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because this is like really all I've wanted to do is be a professional baseball player. But I don't know. I mean, I've always wanted to do real estate, so I mean, that might be a second career. So we'll see. Hopefully baseball's number one.
But you've always kind of been an athletic guy, correct? Didn't you tell me before you played a lot of sports growing up and kind of outside playing, just all this time just doing a wide variety of things in sports?
Yeah, I mean, I always grew up playing sports, being outside, playing with my buddies, growing up. So I was always outside and always playing some kind of sport.
Riley, here we are. It's technically the off season, as crazy as it is. We had the season.
I know.
What are you doing to keep fresh? I mean, you were in college, you were in high school, so you had to do stuff, on your own. But what's it like now being a professional athlete, trying to stay fresh, and especially being a pitcher, because pitchers are a different animal because you guys have to warm up, cool down. I mean, it's very scientific on you guys with pitchers, but what's it like during this time of uncertainty? How are you keeping fresh?
Oh gosh, that is the question. It's kind of like been consuming my life right now since I've been home, is trying to figure out, a place to weight lift because, all the gyms have been closed down. So if any of your listeners out there have a gym that would like me to allow me to train there, let me know. But yeah, been trying to find a place to train. I threw live BP the other day, got a bunch of other pro guys from different organizations, a lot of guys that went to Louisville. Got to throw a couple innings, just trying to keep the arm, moving, try to stay fresh, trying to get on the mound, trying to compete, because it's weird. We were, in spring training, and now it is like a second off season. So, I think it's really important to try to stay in competition mode and try to switch your focus from, getting stronger and mechanical adjustments to really get into compete mode and competing. And so, I'm going to try to throw some live BPs, try to get on the mound, try to throw against some hitters, keep my arm going. I got but the big question right now is, trying to find a gym I can actually weight lift at. So that is kind of the money question right now. And I think a lot of professional baseball players are kind of struggling with that, that issue. But other than that, I mean, just trying to keep moving, just trying to keep throwing and trying to keep training.
Riley, what I like about you is there's a lot of really good people in professional sports, and I immediately saw that right away, what a great person you are. interacting with you in the press box as you're charting the games, and you're really one of the good ones. And I appreciate you taking the time, during your schedule here. I know it's crazy, but taking the time to talk to us on Inside the Ivy on Sports Report Radio. But I just say to you this. I wish you the best of luck. We hope to see you soon. If spring training, when it does start up, we're going to go back out to Arizona, so we'll be out there. So maybe we can catch up in the backfields back there and see you back there in the backfields. But Riley, thank you so much for taking your time on Inside the Ivy on Sports Report Radio. Thanks. You're one of the best. Thanks, Riley.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.